Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are doing well. Students, in today's lesson, we will discuss the simplification of linear algebraic expressions with fractional coefficients. Students, this topic has two types of sums involved. In the first type, you can see we have fractions involved but only with single terms, right? So first we will learn how we can simplify the expressions in which the fractional coefficients are involved. We have discussed in our previous lessons that the coefficient is the constant number that is written before your variable. For example, in this sum you can see 1 over 2 is the coefficient of the variable x. 1 over 9 is the coefficient of the variable y. 1 over 8 is the coefficient of the variable x again, and 11 over 3 is again the coefficient of the variable y. How we will solve the sums involved these types of fractional coefficients? First we will learn this today. Okay. Let's understand with the help of the examples. Students, open your booklets at page number 36 so you can understand the topic easily. Okay, now let's solve the first example. Students, as we have done in our previous lessons, when we will do the simplification of linear algebraic expressions, first thing we have to do in the addition or subtraction, we have to combine the like terms first. What are the like terms? The terms with the same variables. So here we can see, first we have to identify the like terms. Here 1 over 2x and 1 over 8x, both are the like terms, right? Because both have same variable x. Then 1 over 9 and 1 over 9y and 11 over 13y, both are the like terms, right? So now first we will combine these like terms. 1 over 2x, shift 1 over 8x with 1 over 2x with its sign. Yeah, remember, negative is the sign of 1 over 8x, so we will write minus 1 over 8x. Then the second pair. Okay, students, you can see here 1 over 9y is negative and 11 over 3 is positive. So if you will write a positive term first, it will make your simplification easier. So first I will write here 11 over 3y, then I will write minus 1 over 9y. Now the simplification is same like your fractions, right? As you have done in your fractions, it's same like your fractions, just we have a variable here. Now what we have to do next, you all know we cannot add or subtract the unlike fractions, the fractions with different denominators. Here you can see we have 2 and 8, we have two different denominators, and 3 and 9, so these are again two different denominators, and these two pairs are unlike fractions. So first we have to convert these unlike fractions into like fractions first. And how we will do that? We will take the LCM of the denominator. So our first pair is 1 over 2x and minus 1 over 8x. So first we will take the LCM of the denominators 2 and 8, right? 2 and 8. And you all know first we have to do the prime factorization, and for prime factorization we always choose the prime numbers, and we always start from the smallest prime number if the division is possible. You all know the smallest prime number is 2, and you all know 2 and 8 are divisible by 2. So first we will divide with 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, right? Again 4 is divisible by 2, so 1 as it is, we will write 2 2s are 4. Again 2 is divisible by 2, so we will write 1 as it is, and 2 1s are 2. So the LCM will be 2 2s are 4 and 4 2s are 8. So the LCM of our first pair should be 8, right? It's 8, so our denominators should be 8. You know, here we have 8, so we need to make the denominator of our first fraction is 8. So we will multiply our first fraction with 4, because 2 4s are 8, and always multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number, right? Minus 1 over 8x as it is. No need to multiply this fraction because its denominator is already 8, right? Now let's take the LCM of the second pair of the denominators, right? And the denominators are here 3 and 9. Now you can see 3 and 9 both are not divisible by 2. So we will choose the next prime number, that is 3. So we will divide with 3. 3 1s are 3. 3 3s are 9. Now 1 is not divisible by 3, but 3 is divisible by 3. So 1 as it is, and 3 1s are 3. Now the LCM of the second pair is 3 3s are 9, right? Now what should be the denominators here? 9. You can see the denominator of the second fraction is already 9, so we have to change this fraction, and we will multiply our first fraction with 3. 3s are 9, so we will multiply our first fraction with 3. Write your variables. No need to multiply your second fraction because its denominator is already 9, right? Now do the simplification. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Write your variables. Minus 1 over 8x plus 11 3s are 33 over 3 3s are 9y minus 1 over 9y. Understood? Okay. Now you can see we have like fractions. Now we can do the simplification or subtraction, right? Okay. How we will do that? We will subtract the numerators now, and we will keep our denominator and the variable same, right? As we have done in our fractions. When you have two same denominators, or when you have like fractions, what you have to do? You have to subtract the numerators. What's the numerator of first fraction? 4, and the numerator of the second fraction is 1. So 4 minus 1. Keep your denominator and your variable, right? Similarly, you can see again we have like fractions, so we will subtract the numerators, that are 33 minus 1 over same denominator and your variable one time, that is y. Understood? Now 4 minus 1 is 3 over 8 x, right? Plus 33 minus 1 is 32 over 9 y, right? Understood? Okay, now let's solve second example. In the second example, you can see here we have two pairs of brackets involved, the round bracket and the square bracket, right? And we have discussed in our rules that if there is more than one pair of brackets involved, then we will solve the innermost bracket first, right? So here you can see there is a multiplier outside of this bracket, and when you will expand this bracket, you have to multiply this 5 with both the terms inside the bracket. And one more thing, you need to keep it in your mind that there is a negative sign outside of the bracket, and when your multiplier is negative, it will change the signs inside the bracket, right? So first we will write 2 over 3 as it is, square bracket, 2x as it is. Now we will multiply 5 with x. 5 times x, it's 5x minus 5x. Now this negative sign will change the sign inside the bracket, minus and minus, plus, and 5 6 are 30y. Square bracket left, right? Now next thing we have to do, first we have to combine the like terms, right? First we have to combine the like terms. Do we have like terms here? Yes. 2x and 5x both are the like terms. So first we will solve this. 2 over 3 as it is. Now you can see there is no sign with 2x, that means it's positive, and you have two different signs, one positive and one negative. When you have two different signs, you have to subtract. With two different signs, you have to subtract by the rules of the integers. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Keep your variable and always keep the sign of greater number. 5 is the greater number, so your answer will be negative, plus 30y as it is, right? Square bracket closed. Now I have told you before in the previous lessons that bracket means multiply. So 2 over 3 is the multiplier of both the terms inside the bracket. So you have to multiply this 2 over 3 with both the terms inside the bracket. So how we will write that? We will write 2 over 3 multiply by, here we will use bracket because 3x is negative, right? Bracket negative 3x plus 2 over 3 will be multiplied with 30y2, right? Here we are not using the bracket because 30y is a positive term. Now you can see 3 and 3 both are divisible by 3. So we can do the simplification. 3 ones are 3 and 3 ones are 3. Similarly, 3 and 30 both are divisible by 3. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 tens are 30. Right? Now write the remaining numbers. 2 over 1 multiply, in bracket you have negative 1 and x, plus 2 over 1 multiply by 10y, right? Now 2 ones are 2 because these two are the multiples. So we will write 2 ones are 2, and as negative 1x is negative, so we will write the negative sign. 2 ones are 2 and x over 1 is equal to negative 2x, right? Plus 2 tens are 20y. No need to write 1 in the denominator, right? Understood? Hope you have understood the procedure, and now you can solve the sums given on page number 36 and 37 of your booklets. And if you face any difficulty, you can contact me. Okay, thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.